to this special meeting of new young stars. Coming from my right-hand side, give a nice big welcome for Craig Callahan. And equally, I'm sure, from the opposite side of the ring, Charley Marley.
Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Eric. Welcome back to Rumble Wrestling. Handshakes all round, a sportsmanlike contest guaranteed between two of Hustle Wrestling's finest products, Craig Callahan in the blue and white versus Honey and Lime in the yellow and green, Charley Marley. This should be a fantastic matchup, and these two are no strangers to each other. Expect a fine technical affair, and who better to officiate such a matchup than one of the all-time best, a Rumble Wrestling legend himself, Anton Green, is the man with the bow tie and is in charge of this one-on-one matchup between Charley Marley and Craig Callahan. Of course, Charley Marley and Craig Callahan, for the eagle-eyed of you, you will recognise two men who made their debuts inside a Rumble Wrestling ring at this very venue many months ago in a Royal Rumble matchup, and it's a singles contest here, the very first singles contest for these two on Rumble Wrestling TV. Craig Callahan and Charley Marley. Lovely technical ability from Craig Callahan. Both of these lads very well put together. Great students of the professional wrestling art. Charley Marley with a Honey and Lime action, looking to feed off of the energy of this sold-out Woodville theatre here in Gravesend. Almost 500 strong, standing room only for this historic night Rumble Wrestling. Big scoop slam, and no doubt Charley Marley having the size and power advantage, as is evident for anyone who has a set of eyeballs. And in fact, suplex applied. Charley Marley really feeling himself in the early going of this matchup. Ding, ding, ding indeed. Looking a bit of better steam. Big goal flying forearm in the corner, and a lovely Northern Lights release suplex by Charley Marley delivered to Craig Callahan with a bomb. Hooks the leg, 2 count only. Fantastic start to this matchup, and no doubt these two represent a very, very bright future. And I've got to say, two of the more likeable gentlemen I've met in professional wrestling. I had a chance to catch up with Charley Marley in the build-up to this matchup. Very excited to be back, and very excited to prove to Rumble Wrestling management that he can go the distance here in Rumble Wrestling. But right now, he's getting all he can handle, courtesy of Craig Callahan. Callahan now looking to pop the hips, and a beautiful suplex applied. Despite the size and height difference, Craig Callahan able to pop his hips, as I said, and garner a 2 count off of that lovely suplex. And Charley Marley is a little bit perplexed at what just happened, but well, both of these men very impressive and really says a lot about Rumble Wrestling, ladies and gentlemen. We hand out opportunities to who we think could be the brightest and best in all of British professional wrestling, and these two certainly fit that bill, trained by Sid Scala at the Hustle Wrestling Academy in London. Fireman's carry by Charley Marley, and Craig Callahan able to escape into a lovely sunset roll up, and counter by Charley Marley, counter by Craig Callahan, and looks like we're going to go back and forth here. Look at the weight transitions here. Lovely hook of the legs, or in a crucifix pin combination. To counter, and now isolating the arm, Marcus Shaw cradle, wrapped up and applied nicely by Craig Callahan to Charley Marley, who's escaped before the 2 count. And he's looking for a European uppercut. Now a backside by Craig Callahan. Great technique by this young man. And Anton Green hasn't been seen in a wrestling capacity for a little while, but that certainly will give him the ring cardio he needs to get back in shape. Who doesn't remember the incredible moments that the business used to give us on many occasions here at Rumble Wrestling and beyond. It's great to see Anton Green back, and Charley Marley certainly not feeling nearly as excited about the prospects. He's more focused on Craig Callahan. Springboard, flying forearm by Charley Marley delivered to Craig Callahan. Lovely technique, and this crowd are excited. There's a buzz in here. People getting a chance, maybe for the first time, to witness the future of British professional wrestling. Charley Marley looking for that big old Honey and Lime Fameasser, and gets a beautiful Pele kick of sorts right to the chin, courtesy of the educated feet of Craig Callahan. Builds up a head of steam, back elbow in the corner, rolls out to build momentum, creates some space. On the shotgun drop kick applied to Charley Marley by Craig Callahan, and Well, Marley wraps up in the ropes. Very smart, by the way. Professional wrestling acumen. If you're in the ropes, you can't be pinned, ladies and gentlemen. And that's exactly why Charley Marley escaped, but finds himself now in a world of trouble, being caught on the middle rope. Seems to be placed lovely. Springboard by Callahan and a rolling rock right across the back of the head. That could be enough to dispatch Charley Marley, who's somehow able to escape before a 3 count. And beautiful offense there by Craig Callahan, using the ropes to his advantage. And a lot of real high-flying ability here on display from Craig Callahan and Charley Marley. We spoke about the technical prowess that you'd expect being trained under the incredible Sid Scala, but these two showing that they are every bit the athletes and very comfortable inside a Rumble wrestling ring. Now both of these young men trading blows with each other, friends that have spent a lot of time training together at their respective academy, and now Charley Marley builds on a steam and a vicious European uppercut sends Craig Callahan into the ropes. It started out as a beautifully technical affair, but it now looks like it has evolved into somewhat of a street fight of sorts. Both of these men just trading blows, looking to deliver a hurting on each other, and Charley Marley certainly looks to be in the ascendancy, but Craig Callahan escapes. Straight right hand there, and Anton Green happy to let these young men go at it. Referee's disposition, I guess, and Anton Green obviously a big fan of competition in his own right, and certainly no stranger to a few right hands himself as part of the business back in the day. And Charley Marley, once again, using his size and power advantage to get one up on Craig Callahan. Has him in the corner. Craig Callahan breaks on. I believe that was a palm strike to the shoulder. Very unique offense there by Craig Callahan, who's now just swinging for the fences with knife-edge chops and right hands, and now just trying to put the brakes on his Charley Marley. Sends Callahan back into the corner. Irish whip from Charley Marley. Craig Callahan puts the brakes on. Oh my God, and both men collided viciously there. By the head, might I add. It was essentially a headbutt. Both men thinking the same thing. A collision of heads, real nasty. Anton Green with a standing 10 count. Both of these men won't have long to answer. And they won't. That's a double count out, ladies and gentlemen. A double knockout. Both Craig Callahan and Charley Marley collided with their skulls. Neither of them are none the wiser, but I believe this is a draw.
Boys and girls, you saw having a clash of heads on the referee's count of 10. It's a double knockout. Show you would like to show your appreciation for both these young wrestlers, Craig Callahan and Charley Marley. I'm sure we'll see them back in Rumble rings again very, very soon. Ladies and gentlemen, a big round of applause for both.